Hey guys, my name is Mashaka Shija Miss. Hi and welcome to this video tutorial where I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to get started writing HTML. First, you are going to look on introduction of HTML, which is HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages. HTML consists of series of elements, and HTML element tells the browser how to display the content. HTML element represented by tag. HTML tag label piece of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. Browser do not display the HTML tag but use them to render the content of the page. Secondly, let's look on tool and software you need to have to start writing HTML. In order to write HTML file, you need to have a simple code editor for writing code and any web browser for displaying your code or content. All tools and software are free of charge. So, in this video tutorial, we are going to use Visual Code Studio as a code editor and Google Chrome as a browser. You can use any code editor, but I'm going to show you where you can download Visual Code Studio for free, so you can use it. So to download the Visual Code Studio, go on a website called codevisualstudio.com. So select your operating system and download a new version of Visual Code Studio. Install it and launch it, so we can start writing HTML file. To launch Visual Code Studio, go ahead to the search bar and write Visual Code Studio, then click. Wait until your Visual Code Studio open. After opening the Visual Code Studio, go ahead and click File, and then choose New File, and then File again, and then Save As. And now we are going to save our first HTML file. So choose where you want to save your file. In my case, I'm going to save my file in the folder known as project. So you can name your file as you wish, but in this case, I'm going to name the file as index.html. So make sure your file name ends with the extension of HTML so as to be a valid HTML file. Then after there, save, and here we go. So after saving the file, now we are one step ahead, starting writing and coding on HTML file. So after opening your index.html file, I'm going to teach you a shortcut in Visual Code Studio which can help you to create a pre-made template of HTML documents. So to write a shortcut for displaying a pre-made HTML content and document, go and write exclamation mark, then tab, exclamation mark, and then tab. After writing exclamation mark and tab, the HTML the HTML file will be generated automatically by Visual Code Studio. So we can start writing our HTML code. So let me explain the HTML document you see in your screen, what it means and how can it be used. So let's first save by Ctrl S or Command S in Mac. So all HTML document must start with document type declaration, which in this case it is !doctype.html. The HTML document itself began with HTML tag, which in this case it is on line number 2, and end with HTML tag closing tag. And all visible part of our HTML document are between opening body and closing body. HTML head. HTML head, the head element is a container for metadata, data about data, and is placed between the HTML tag and the body tag. Here, from HTML tag and body tag, this area all called or known as a head. HTML metadata about the HTML document, it is a metadata is not displayed. All of this content metadata are not displayed by a browser. Metadata typical defines the document title, character set, styles, script, and other meta information. The following tag describe metadata. We can see we have title, we can see we have meta character set and other content here. So this is layout of HTML document, in which all HTML file must contain this document. Let me explain about HTML title. In this case, the HTML title element defines the title of the document and is required in all HTML document. The title element defines a title in the browser tab, provide a title for the page when is added to a favorites, display a title for page in search engine result. So let's go start looking on vivid example on HTML files. First of all, we are going to look about HTML heading. HTML heading are defined with the H6 to H1 tag to H6 tag, which H1 defines the most important heading and H6 defines the less important heading. Let me show you some of heading example from H1 to H6, how they look like. So we are going to, in order to write a heading in HTML file, you're going to use angle bracket, write H1 for the most important heading, then closing angle tag, and Visual Studio Code automatic finish a closing tag, which, as I mentioned earlier and told you, that every HTML tag must have start tag and end tags. So in this area, is between opening H1 and closing H1, we are going to write our heading. So we can say this or heading 1, and then we are going to create another heading, as I mentioned to you earlier, that we are going to write from H1 to H6, so as you can see how they look like in browser. So we are going to write another H2 tags, and you are going to write a heading 2. Then let's add another as H3 as heading 3. Let another heading H4, heading 4. Let add another heading as H5 as heading 5. Let add our last heading, which is H6. Heading 6. Then let us save the file by clicking File and Save, or Control S in Windows or Command S in Mac. So another thing I'm going to show you is how to open your HTML file in Page or your browser. So to open the HTML file, open the saved file where you have saved your project. In my case, I'm saving the file in project. Then double click on the file name. It may be differ from your file name. So in this case, we are using index.html. So right click and choose open with, or double click. So I'm going to right click and choose open with Google Chrome. Then click. Then wait to open and see what will be displayed in your page. So as you see, our heading now displayed on web browser, from most important heading to less important heading, from H1 to H6. Another part I'm going to show you, it is HTML paragraph. So I'm going to delete this all. HTML element define a paragraph. Example: in order to write a paragraph in your HTML file, we are going to use tag, as I show you earlier. All HTML must start with angle tag, which in this case we are using P element to define a paragraph. Then closing tag, and the Visual Code Studio add automatic closing tag. And inside the P tag, we are going to write our paragraph. So we are going to write this is paragraph. And we are going to let me add another paragraph in this file. Let add another P tag here and write this is second paragraph, and then Control S, Command S for Mac, and then go ahead to your browser and refresh it. After refreshing your browser, you will see the paragraph now displayed on your web browser, which is, this is paragraph, this is second paragraph. And in the paragraph, note that the browser automatically adds some white space emerging before and after a paragraph. So you can see in your browser, a browser automatically adds a margin before and after a paragraph. Another part I'm going to teach you is HTML style. To write HTML style, we use HTML style can be done by style attribute. So a style attribute can be helpful for us in HTML file, for example, for changing the background color. Let me show you how we can change a background color of the body. Background color can be changed by a CSS background color property that defines the background color for an HTML element. This example, I will set a background color for the page to blue color. So let me go ahead to the body and let me add an attribute, which is style attribute, which can be used to change the background color of our body. So let me write a style. Then Visual Studio is brave enough so it can detect what I'm going to write. So let me click enter, and then automatically it will finish. So let me add a background color. Click enter, write blue, then save it and go to our browser and refresh it so we can see changes. So as now we can see, I have applied a little bit attribute style for changing a background color. You can use this style attribute to change even a color of the text as a paragraph or text of a heading. So let me show you how you can change a color of this text or background of this text or heading. So go ahead to the Visual Code Studio and let me write heading here, and then I can change its color. So H1, enter. Let's write it. This is heading with color. So let me remove this background color so you can see changes there. So inside the opening tag of H1 for heading, I'm going to add a style attribute which we are going to use to change a style for our color. So the style, so color, let's add red color or brown color, then save. Let's write save it. Oh, sorry. Let me save file, save. Then go to the browser and refresh it. So you can see now we have changed the color of our heading. So this is heading with color. So you can change any content you want to change its color in HTML file. Also, you can use a style attribute to change the size of our heading. So let me show you how we can change the style of our heading. So go ahead to the heading, then delete this, and let's add the text size attribute as the font size to change the font size of our heading. Let font, then size, and then let me write 100% here and save it so we can see the size of our heading. So if I refresh it, you can see now we have amplified the bigger heading. Now we use the font size to change the size of our heading. So you can use a font size attribute to change the size of our heading HTML file. Also, we can use one attribute known as text arrangement. So we can use a style attribute of text arranging to arrange your content. So let me show you example. H1, let this is at center, and let make it go off to the center. So we're going to write style, then text arranging center, and save it. Go to your browser and refresh. So you can see I have centered my heading at center. So you can use this helps style attribute to change on to navigate your content to the center. And all of this style attribute can be applied even to the paragraph and any other content. Another part I'm going to teach you today, it is HTML formatting element. In this chapter, you have learned about the HTML style attribute, but also define special element for define text with special meaning. HTML use elements like B and I for formatting output, like bold and italic text. Formatting elements were designed to display special text types. So let me show you some of HTML formatting element which can be useful for your HTML file. So let me delete it and write one of HTML tag which is B for the bold text, then you close it, and that this is bold. Yes, bold. Let us be another. That's it. Another HTML formatting elements, it is strong. You can use strong for making a strong text. So this is strong. Let me show another, which is I for emphasize or italic style. So this text is italic. So you can see in your browser how it will be displayed. Don't worry. Let me finish all this HTML format and you can see. Another, it is aim as emphasize. This is text. Let me add another, which it is mark. This is mark. Let me show you another, which it's used for smaller text. Let's write a paragraph here. This is, let's add small inside the paragraph for small text, and let's small text here. Let's add another, which is for deleting text or do. This is deleted. let me show you another HTML formatting element, which it is subscript text. So we can write here P as M or 2, and then sub 2, so you can see what it look like. Another formatting element, which is superscription. So let me add P2, then let me add 2 super, and this is 2, and save. So let's save this file by Control S and go to the browser and see what is HTML formatting element look like. So you're going to the browser and refresh your browser. So you can see our browser render our HTML file text as we was using a formatting element. So you can see this is bold and this is strong. This text it is italic, and this text is marked. So this text it is small text, and this is deleted. This is subscription and this superscription. So thank you. Let me move to another section. Another section I'm going to teach you, it is HTML comment. HTML comment tag are used to insert comment in HTML source code. You can add a comment to your HTML source code by using the following syntax: angle bracket, exclamation, then minus minus, and then finish with minus minus, closing angle tags. Then inside this you can add this is comment, then save it and go to your browser and refresh it. As you see, nothing happened because comments are not displayed by the browser, but they can help document your HTML source code. So thank you. Another part I'm going to show you is HTML link. Links are found in nearly in all web pages. Links allow user to click their way from page to page. So I'm going to create a new file here and save it as about with extension of HTML, then save. So I'm going to write here exclamation mark and then enter, exclamation mark, then tab, and you are going to write here as heading H1 as this is about page. So save it, then go back to our previous HTML file, which it is index, so as we can link this index with about page. So I'm going to index page and I'm going to write the hyperlink with a tag which is known as A, and then hyperreference. Then I'm going to write where user can be taken when it clicks this link, where it is about dot HTML, then close this tag, and then inside this a tag I'm going to write go to about, and then save. So I'm going to my browser so as I can show you what links means. So now you can see what link produced. So by using HTML link a tag, we can produce or create a link which can be used by user to navigate from one page to another page. In this case, we have directed our link to go to about page. Make sure you write a correct name as the page you intended the user to be taken. So in our case, it is about.html. So let me click this so I can see it if it's work. So I'm going to click on go to about. As you see, now I have navigated from the index page, our home page, to about page. So I can click this arrow to come back. So this is how link in HTML work. So you can see in all website you have seen a navigation tab which navigate you from one page to another page, maybe home page to about page, contact page, and another page. So that is all about links. Another part I'm going to show you, it is HTML image. Image can be provide the design and the appearance of the web pages. With image tag, you can use to show our image in web browser. So let me show you how you can use image tag to show an image in our web browser. So I'm going to write angle bracket, then img, then closing tag img. Then I'm going to write a source where image are located in my local computer so as it can be displayed on a web browser. So I'm going to write source, then the name of image, which is, in my case, I have image named as one dot, then the name of image, which is, in my case, it's JPG. So make sure to check your image name if it is PNG or PAG, so as you can meet no error in this case. So in this case, we are going to close it, and then we are done. So save it and see how shown. So I'm going to refresh it. So now you can see we have written a code to display image. So a simple code and short code to display image in our web browser. You have seen many photos on different websites, and you have wondering how this done, but it is not a big deal. It is only this simple one line for displaying image. So another thing we can do by using image, it is image size. We can change the size of image and the height and width of the image. Let me show you how we can change this height of the image. So we can write again the style attribute, which I have shown you earlier, which we were used to change the font size and color of our content. So now let's use this style to change the width and height of our image. So let me write width, and let me write 100 pixel. Then I'm going to add another which is height, as also is 100 pixel. Then save it and back to the browser. As now, before refreshing, you can see the image is so bigger. So people to see all this must scroll down. So let me refresh you so you can see the effect of style of height and width. So let me refresh it. So now you can see our image shrinks to 100 pixel width and 100 pixel height. So you can use this style attribute to change the width and the height of the image. Another things I want to show you, it is how you can link image in another folder. Now, if not specified, the browser expects to find the image in the same folder as the web pages. However, it is common to store image in subfolder. You must then include the folder name in the source attribute. So here we can include the folder name source attribute. Let me go ahead to where I saved my project, and let me create another folder here, which I'm going to name with. I'm going to name folder. Let me name it image. Then I'm going to put this another image inside the folder, so as I can show you how to link image in subfolder. Now let me go back to the Visual Code Studio so I can show you how to link the image in subfolder. To link image in subfolder, you must write the name of folder where image is located. In my case, it is image. And the image name, it is 2.jpg. So let me save it so as I can show you in a browser what it's will be. Check now the image is different. Let me refresh it, and so you can see the changes. Now the image is changed because I have linked another image in another subfolder. So to link image in subfolder, you have to specify the file name or folder name before the image name. So if you have image, then another subfolder, you're going to add here. So thank you. Let me show you another things you can do with image. We can create image as a link. Now if you click in this image, nothing happened. So but we can create image as a link. So let me show you how to create image as a link. To create image as a link, we are going to put image inside the a tag, which is a tag used for link. In this case, let me create another a tag and give the name of hyperreference, and where views are going to be taken when click this image. Let's say it is about.html page. Let me close this, and let me paste the image tag inside the link tag, so you can see how we can use image as a link. So let me save it and go to the web browser and refresh. Now if I click this image, it's going to navigate me to another page. Let me click, and so you can see. Now you can see I have created image as a link, which jump me to another page which is about HTML. So you can use this element in tag to build a beautiful HTML file. Another important thing I'm going to teach you, it is HTML table. An HTML table is defined with the table tag. Each table row is defined with the tr tag, and the table header is defined with the th tag. By default, the table heading are bold and centered. A table data or cell is defined with the td tag. Let me show you how you can create a table in HTML file. So I'm going to delete this previous code, HTML code. So I'm going to write table, then this table, click enter. Then I'm going to write a a row was a table, which is represented by TR, table row, for shortcut. Then I'm going to, inside the table row, I'm going to put a table head, which is TH, represented by TH as a table head. So I'm going to write first name. Then I'm going to add another table head, which is second name, first first name, service. So after table row, I'm going to create another table row. Table row. Inside another table row, I'm going to create a table data, which can be represented by table head, with, in this case, TD, which means table data. So first name, I'm going to write John Doe as second name. I'm going to write TD, another table data. I'm going to write first name, it's Joe, and second name, it is, let's cut this door and put here. Save. Let me copy this and add another person. Copy. Then paste here and change the name to Jill Doe. Then save it and go to browser, so as you can see how this code will be displayed in your browser. So go ahead, choose refresh and refresh it. Go back here and refresh. Now you can see we have created a table which represents the first name and second name with John Doe and Jill Doe. So this is how you can create such table in HTML tag. But we can add another style in this table as width of the table. So inside the table, let's add style and give us width of 100%. You save and refresh this, so you can see how this table can be stretched from the first name to the last name. Another thing I'm going to show you, it is how we can add a list, HTML list in HTML codes. So I'm going to delete this table code. This. I'm going to delete from the open table. So let me show you how to implement list in HTML. We have an ordered list and the ordered list. So an ordered list start with URL tag, and each list item start with LI tag. Let me show you how to implement list in HTML tag. You're going to write URL for an ordered list, and inside URL we're going to add LI for item. Let me call coffee another list item, let's call as T, and last list item, let call it milk. And save it. Then go to the browser and refresh so as you can see the changes. Now you can see with HTML we have created this beautiful list in which by default the marker of this unordered list are presented by this dot. So let me show you how you can change the list type style. So inside the URL tag, you're going to write a style attribute and then list style type to cycle. Let it change to cycle and then save. Go to the browser and refresh. Now you can see we have changed the list style type to coffee. So you can use this to change a list style type. Another we can change to square, maybe. Save. Go here and refresh. Now you can see we have changed the style to square. So let me show you another list type, which is ordered list. To implement an ordered list in HTML, we are going to use OL tag, and the all list item must start with LI tag. So I'm going to call on again coffee. Another it's tea. Another one it is milk. Then save and see what will be displayed on your browser. So now you can see a difference between an ordered list with ordered list. Another things I'm going to show you in this video, it is how you can create or write in a form in HTML file. To write a form in HTML file, you're going to use a form element which defines a form that is used to collect user input. So to define a form in HTML file, we're going to write a form, then enter. Now we are going to set the text input. We're going to write another tag which is input. Input type. Then write text. Save it. And let me show you what will be displayed in this HTML form. So you can see now we have displayed this beautiful input for text. People can write username or any other name. So we can modify it to look so beautiful by adding another HTML property, which it is user name and then a BL tag for breakline tag. Save it and go again and refresh. You can see now we have written such of a label for this input which user can enter. It is username. So we can copy this and paste here again, and we can write email. Then save go to the browser and refresh. So now we can see we have, let me write another BR tag here so as it can be email names sketched out. So you can see now we have written a beautiful form for user where user can fill it his name, email, and other details. Also, you can add a radio button input. Let me show you how you can add a radio button input. Let me write another BR tag. This BR tag can be used in anywhere in HTML file to make a break line. Let me implement the input type as radio and name let's call it as gender, and it is val male. Save it, go to your browser and refresh it. So you can see now we have beautiful radio button where user can select it to check it is gender. So we can add useful message here as male, and we can add another BR tag here and save so as to make it beautiful button. So now you can see we have created a beautiful this radio button where user can click and check it for his gender. Let me add another radio button here. Copy this and let me duplicate for 3 times, 2 times. Here I'm going to add a female, and here I'm going to add others. Save and go to your browser and refresh it. So another things I'm going to show you, it is a text area input. So we can write another tag for HTML tag which is known as the text area, and then you are going to write the name of this text area as message, so message, and you are going to specify the row and column of the text area. So you're going to write rows, let's say 10 row, and then column which is size columns, close this and say light or put your message here. Save it and you go here and refresh it. Now you can see this beautiful layout where a user can delete this message and write its message, oh hey hi there, and another message. Let me add another BR tag here so as this can be seen viewed in our browser. Another part I'm going to show you it is submit button. To write a submit button in HTML tag, you're going to use input type submit and give its value to submit. Then close it and save. Remember, all or most of inputs for form, they have not, or they has nothing to do with closing tags. It's only a single tag, an opening tag with end with slash at the end of the opening tag. So let me show you how this form look like. Now you can see we have created a bit form where user can put its username, emails, and put some message, choose it is gender, if it's male, female, or other, then submit the form. Here you can see that the form as input is a message, put your message here, and gender is selected, it is male. So last thing I'm going to teach you today, it is footer. You have seen many footer in different websites. To write a footer in HTML file, I'm going to write a footer tag, and inside footer tag we are going to write at, or inside at copy, then the year 2022. Then save it, go to a browser and refresh it. You can see we can implement this in our footer as a copyright for the website. So we can change even the background color of the footer by the style background color, that is green, maybe green. Save it, go there and refresh. So thank you guys for listening me from one where I started to the end of this video. Thank you.